if you can confirm in English if this attack happened, and why did you didn't inform Canadian before?
Well, I mean, I'm not the only spokesperson for the government, but I'll just confirm that Canadian forces are, the members of the Canadian forces are all safe and sound. I reinforce, as I said in French, what you know, which is that we are not engaged in these actions of the U.S. and Israel. We're not engaged in offensive actions, and we will not be engaged in those actions.
So I just wanted to make a quick statement on the news that we learned this morning that Canadian Armed Forces members were attacked on March the 1st in Kuwait during the very early hours of the first parts of the war in Iran. We are extremely, well, first and foremost, we're happy to know that everyone is safe. We've heard that at committee as well, that we were assured that everyone in the Canadian Armed Forces have been safe throughout the region. However, Prime Minister Carney has had multiple occasions and press availability to disclose this fact, that Canadian Armed Forces bases in Kuwait were attacked on March the 1st. We also are very concerned that this has been an ongoing lack of transparency, and it's part of the ongoing flip-flops of Mark Carney and the Liberals on their position on the war in Iran. As Conservatives, we are very supportive of the removal of the terrorist regime in Iran and for freedom and democracy to prevail throughout the country. However, I have to remind everyone that when we were government during the Harper era, Conservatives held ongoing press availability and technical briefings on our Canadian Armed Forces and Operation Impact in Iraq and Syria. This is a failure of the government of not wanting to communicate, not being transparent, and not sharing with Canadians exactly how Canada is impacted by this war and how the Canadian Armed Forces are continuing to be in the region, not involved in this operation, but continuing on in their responsibilities tied to other operations in Canadian interest. So we ask the government to be transparent, to provide all the details and information, rather than us learning about it 10 days, 11 days after the fact, since this is something that is important to Canadians and the Canadian Armed Forces.